Hello and welcome to the Quiver channel. I'm Jason, your host. Okay, it's 6 a.m. I've been up since 2 a.m. and I'm in my pajamas because I'm going to go straight back fucking bed after this. Oh. I have to be so careful about everything that I do. And I have to plan things out way ahead. For example, the idea of the cabin scooter, the idea of going from a normal mobility scooter to one that was enclosed, came about probably 12 months ago. And since that time, I've researched, explored, talked to my GP, talked to my therapist, talked to my friends multiple hundreds of times, researched even more, deep dived, looked at the risks versus the rewards, measured different places in town to see whether I'd be able to use it around here. And generally, I've done everything that I can to make sure this is the right decision for me. Because one of the problems with having ADHD, bipolar, and autism is my view on the world is slightly different. And it can mean that I make decisions that seem fine at the time, but are a bad thing. When I make a decision, I jump in both feet. There is no hesitation. So the bigger the amount of money I'm going to spend, the bigger the effect the item is going to be on my life, the longer period and the more people I will talk to about it to get their opinion. It's like when I first decided to try a mobility scooter. I talked to my doctor, I talked to my friends so many different times before I decided to buy one, because I had to sell items in the house to buy it. I was risking getting rid of items that would have been useful just so that I could try out this new theory. It worked. But so every time I think about the cabin scooter, my brain thinks, okay, what other options are there? And I always come down to like 3 or 4 different options. The first is one of these micro cars, but after talking to my GP and talking to my therapist, the main reason that I can't do that is I don't think my brain can handle 28 miles an hour. See, a mobility scooter goes at 8 miles an hour. I can explore with it. I can handle the input of data from around the world, around me. What are you trying to do? Oi! What are you doing, psycho? You can't go under the... Wait till it's bed. I know you... Zaki wants to go under the covers. Give me a bit. There, Doggy is now under the covers, as you can see. And Doggy was a bit cold and wanted to be under the covers. So, it took a lot to decide and to work out that I could handle moving through the world at 8 miles an hour. It was a very scary idea, but it worked in the end. I can focus, I can use my brain, I can anchor myself to that vehicle. But 28 miles an hour, which is the speed of a microcar, It isn't about me getting the moped license or a CBT license and that. I could probably do that. But the idea of travelling through the world on roads at 28 mile an hour and having to factor in control of a vehicle and everything going on around me, especially with the way an autistic brain can become overwhelmed, that is the part that cannot happen, unfortunately. And then I thought about, well, I could just spend £9,000 buying the brand new version of the Quingo Tourer Mark II. All well and good. New motors, new engine. The entire thing would be brand new instead of a second-hand one. But the problem is it's still got the same design flaws that make me say no, and that is the screen in front of the light, the way that it turns sometimes, the inability for me to use it at night. If I got a brand new one, these problems wouldn't be fixed because it's a base design situation. So can't go that way. I thought about the S4 Breeze by TGA. Lovely vehicle, built like a tank, as someone said to me. Wonderful. But it doesn't have a built-in rear camera, which I really like rear cameras these days. It helps me to be able to still look forward but see behind. That's an important thing. And its canopy, even though the front screen is better and doesn't interfere with the lighting at the front, it's not as enclosed as the Quingo's one. So that's a no-go as well. I've checked out so many different things, and we have all come to the conclusion that the cabin scooter on a base level, for my brain, for my autism, for everything, will give so many benefits. There will be some negatives, like I'm going to have to be on the road more than on the pavement. That is a negative. But I don't feel that negative, which is really the only singular negative, is outweighed by everything else, because I know it's going to be gorgeous and it's going to be wonderful and it's going to give me a positive thoughts and everything. So that side of the purchases is done, is ready, is just waiting for the money, get the invoice, pay for it, and then they custom build it for you. It is not something you buy off the shelf. You have it done specifically to your design. So they have all the parts and they put it all together, and it takes about 10 days. So it's down to the computer side that is keeping me up at night. For the first time this morning at 4 a.m, I managed to get a modded version of Fallout 4 to work on Linux. Yay. I don't want to go back to Windows. Windows is going in a very bad direction. One of my problems with operating system as a service is that they can make changes to your system and you can't stop them. You may think, oh, I can hack this, I can tweak it and that, but the more their infrastructure goes towards this service idea, the less control you're going to have, and the more of your data, the more of your information is going to be mined by them. They made a recent thing that every single PC is going to have the co-pilot button and be connected via AI and all this bullshit. I love AI, but no, do not want that. Do not want them to have that kind of control. So I'm going through the hell of working through Linux, and yet there's a lot of problems. My drives aren't starting up automatically, aren't mounting properly. I'm seeing permission issues, and I don't know whether my drives are actually formatted right, but that's why I'm doing it with this computer before we come to the end of the year and I switch over all of my house computers to Linux. It's, how can I put it? It's a major thing, but I love Windows, that's the problem. I love Windows, Windows 7, Windows XP, Windows 95, Windows 98 and 98 second edition. I used them all. But they're going in a direction that is not a good direction for privacy, not a good direction for security. And so I can't keep using it. I'm so thankful for the Steam Deck and the way Proton layer evolved to be able to do all that kind of things. And then I've got this thing here, the Mac Airbook, which has completely and totally ruined me for having a laptop, a Windows laptop or a Linux laptop ever again. This fucking thing is amazing. So, and even though Macs are more a closed garden, privacy has always been a selling point. Company might try to do silly things, but privacy has always been a selling point. So, Mac plus Linux. I can run my budgeting software and do my email on this as a backup. I can play games on this as a backup. And I can do all my vlogging on it. I thought about getting, I've just got, one of the things that I've sold is my Samsung S9 tablet. I love that thing. But I'm looking for other options. So much of the world has become factored into obsolescence. I mean, this is my Fairphone 6. I fucking love it. Best phone I've had in a long time. Might not be, it's not as powerful as the flagships of others, but it's powerful enough. It can do a lot. I was going to get another phone specifically for leaving the house, specifically for going out and travelling in the scooter cabin, but I don't think I am going to. I've been, when this money comes through and I have to update my ecosystem, I have got to be so fucking sure about everything that I pick up. Whether I upgrade my main PC, whether or not I get a mini PC, what's the reliability of it, how long will it last, how many years can I get out of it. Now I know people who still use their Mac M1 Airbook. And as long as you look after the battery and don't keep it charged all the time, it'll last for quite a while. It's like this is not plugged in at the moment. The MagSafe thing is disconnected. The only thing connected to this is a 4TB SSD for the games and stuff. So yeah, I have a lot on my mind, and I'll have a lot on my mind until things sort out. So this was a long ramble, but I think you know where I'm coming from. The dog is asleep underneath the covers. I'm going to join the dog in the bed and get some more sleep. A couple of hours sleep, and then I'll probably be up for the day. Messing with Linux. I need to get my friend on, who's my current expert, who will actually help me fucking figure out why certain things are happening on my system. So bye bye for now.